Well, it happened sooner than I thought, but we go all 30 expeditions that are going to be in Zendikar Rising. So, as we had discussed yesterday, we have the 10 fetch lands as expeditions that can be pulled as box toppers, a single box topper in a draft box or a set box, or a double box topper in collector's edition boxes, as well as being in collector's edition packs. So I did a little bit more research and found out that it's over on the Wizards website that the pull rate for expeditions in packs, which would be foil expeditions, is at about a rate of 1 out of every 6 packs. Which means that if you buy a box of Collector's Edition Zendikar Rising, you're probably gonna get 2 non-foil and 2 foil expeditions, which is not a terrible rate, all things considered. But you're not here for that. You're here to find out what the rest of the expeditions are. So, as we had talked about yesterday, we have the Fastlands, and now I have the English versions. And Razor Synapse wanted to give me an alert in the middle of this, but that's alright. We'll keep on going. So we had the Seachrome Coast, Darkslick Shores, Blackleaf Cliffs, Copperline Gorge, and Razor Verge Thicket. Moving on from the Fastlands, we got the Battle Bondlands, otherwise known as the Bondlands, which enter the battlefield or enter battlefield tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents. So we have Sea Clouds. Morphic Pools was already one that had been spoiled, so we knew about that. Luxury Suite. The Spire Garden, and the Bountiful Promenade. So that left us with like 10 unknowns, and we knew 4 of them yesterday, Ancient Tomb being one of them. But a very pleasant surprise is Cavernous Souls, which is, a very popular land. It sees tons of play in Modern and Legacy, and just really great for those tribal decks. So Cavernous Souls is pretty awesome. And then we got into a couple of surprising ones that I thought. So we have Celestial Colonnade, which I wasn't expecting there to be any more kind of colored lands, or really dual lands, so to speak. But this is a pretty surprising entry, in my opinion, and I really love the artwork on this card. Like the stone body with the water wings. This card looks fantastic. The other person land that they decided to add in here was Creeping Tar Pit, which looks pretty cool in its own right. So I'm excited to see these in person, hopefully. The next land, which if you're looking at them, they kind of follow like the color tree as we would expect with dual lands, is Grove of the Burnwillows. Just, a fantastic combo land. Really saw a lot of play when the first Zendikar came out with the Punishing Fire combo. So very interesting, and makes sense to see Grove of the Burnwillows. And then we have Horizon Canopy, and this one, not one of the Horizon lands that they made in oh god, I can't remember what the name of the set is now. Oh, Modern Horizons. Modern Horizons, Horizon Canopy. But so they kind of filled out. They didn't add a black-red land in here, but we knew about Prismatic Vista already. And then another cool one is Strip Mine. They have Wasteland here, so I wasn't expecting Strip Mine, but Strip Mine is not a reserve list card. It sees a ton of vintage play, and it sees play in a number of commander decks, so very nice expedition to have. And then the last one that we did not know about, that we know about now, is Valakut the Molten Pinnacle. And this card just looks fantastic. The artwork on it looks great. I love the way the frame works with it. Valakut was a iconic card in Zendikar, so it makes sense for them to make this as a expedition land. And then obviously our last one was Wasteland. So the expedition part of Zendikar Rising, we have them all now. There are no unknowns as to what lands could be expeditions. So, I would like to know in the comment section below, what's your favorite expedition and which one are you trying to open up in either your box topper packs or out of collector's edition packs? And then there was some news about the just regular spoilers. And I don't have them all kind of filled out today. It's been a pretty busy day at work, so I will be updating the spreadsheet in the morning, probably once Wizards updates their card image gallery. And we had just like a lot of the big news yesterday. Not a whole lot of stuff to talk about that I have on hand. One thing that I did find interesting though is that they did spoil 3 equipments today, all of which have an enter the battlefield effect of attaching to a creature you control, which I find pretty interesting. Equipment has had its history of being underpowered to being overpowered to kind of finding some balance, and having equipment that attaches to a creature upon entering the battlefield is a very interesting prospect. And I wonder how they're gonna balance that out, because one of them I believe was a 3 mana art equipment that equips for 2 white, and the casting cost is 2 white. And when it enters the battlefield, you can attach it to a creature, and the creature gets +2/+2 flying and first strike, which is like a lot, especially for 3 mana. With no equip ability, and if they kill the creature in response to the equip trigger, well, you can just equip it onto something later on, which is always the inherent risk with auras. But with auras, you lose the aura, you get 2 for 1. In this case, you might lose your creature, but later on in the game, you still have the effector. So I'm interested to see how these new type of equipment are going to play out in competitive play, really, because that's probably where they made the most impact. We also did get all the full art variants for the pathway lands, so we have them all here at this point. I did see something where someone had mentioned they shouldn't be called pathway lands, they should be called fork lands, which makes funny because every land's like a fork in the road. Haha, funny, hoo hoo, not funny, haha. But I thought it was creative. So just going through these pathway lands real quick. Then we got River Glide and Lava Glide. And we had some other interesting rares and mythics that came out, such as Ashaya, which was pretty cool because we had Ashaya from Magic Origins as a token, but now we have the Elemental as an actual standalone card. But I think I'm going to call it for today because for me it is pretty late. I wanted to let everyone know that we have all the expeditions out, and of course a link to this workbook will be in the comment section or in the description below, so feel free to hit the link, check it out. I update it as frequently as I can with the best version of the card images that I can find. Normally I try to get them from the Wizards of the Coast website, but in some cases I might use something like Mythic Spoiler or Scryfall, just depending on where I can find the images. So I will be continuously working on the actual name and number crunch for Zendikar Rising, adding in the regular cards plus their collector's box variants. But as always, if you like the content and want to say something, or there's something you're interested about and you just want to converse, feel free to comment in the comment section below. It's always welcome. And if you're enjoying what's being put out, feel free to subscribe. Subscriptions always help out, and you can always share the videos with your friends and have them subscribe as well, because sharing is caring at this point. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And until next time, I hope you all take care, stay safe, and goodbye.